Hello, Kaiju fans! It's been a long time since I've uploaded on this channel a video of me talking in any fashion. It's been a long time since I've uploaded. Anyway, I don't really do YouTube anymore. I recorded this entire video. It's a very long video, and I realized, oh, the microphone wasn't working, so I'm gonna do it again, and this time we'll get it right. So what you're looking at here are my digitally sculpted by me and 3D printed kaiju figures, and I have a lot here, so we're gonna look at all of them. There's different kind of categories, and I'm really excited to show you guys if this will focus, because my camera does not want to focus. And I'm doing this kind of a hastily put together setup, but I'm gonna go through the different categories real quickly with you guys. Well, not real quick, this is going to be a pretty long video. And I hope you enjoy, so let's get started. Alright, so the first batch of figures I'll show you for this awesome Cyber Kaiju event going on are my 6-inch scale kaiju figures. Action figures, I guess. First one we have, this was the first one I ever made. The Shin Godzilla Form 5. He's very scary looking. I don't like looking at him, but at the same time, I just love looking at him. That didn't make any sense. All right. He's got a bunch of folds, creases, horrible, malformed things. My favorite part of him is his face. The jaw, and the kind of one eye up there. He's got 3 points of articulation. Ultraman style, so his waist moves and his arm moves. His arms swivel. They're all on pins, and I'll show you with another figure what I mean by that. You could probably guess, but I mean, I'll show you anyway. I don't want to take this apart because the plastic used here is sort of brittle. It's called PLA, and if the joints move too much, they lose friction very quickly. So yeah, that's a thing that I have to worry about. But yeah, here's Shinny Boy. He's got his xenomorph-like tail. When this was printing, I was really worried these are not going to come out right, and it's kind of a prominent feature on the actual film model. I made him little toes, little feet, kind of like xenomorph feet, because you don't really see the feet in the movie, because they're just kind of sticking out of Godzilla's tail. Here's his hands. Very scary, grabby hands. Yeah, and he'll haunt your dreams till the end of time. So the next one is Manila. Who doesn't love Manila? Manila's the best. Just a little guy with some boyish guy with some charm. He's a boyish guy. It's been a while. It's really late. All right, so here is Manila, his little baby Godzilla. His arms swivel, obviously. He's got his little chubby baby features. There we go. He's fat, and that's okay. Here are his arms. They're on pegs. And I do this all in Blender. So it's a free program if you want to learn to sculpt. I'm not going to make a tutorial. There are a lot of awesome tutorials on YouTube, so if you want to learn to sculpt, you should look them up and do some Blender sculpting. Yeah, it's fun. Make a living out of it if you make good enough stuff. I don't make good enough stuff. No one's going to buy this stuff. So yeah, Manila. He's great. Here he is with the Bandai 68 Godzilla. He's kind of small. He should be up to like here. So when I make a production model, he'll be bigger. Alright, next one, Gorosaurus. He has swivel arms, and that's it. They swivel. Production model, his neck and his tail will swivel. So I got all his Gorosaurus features, his very long tail with the spike at the end of it. Suit folds. I think I could add a little more texturing on this guy, but that would be you know, it might get in the way of some of the creased details, but we'll see. Let's get a good look at his face. So, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, so when I make a production model, also the jaw will be more closed because it'll make his teeth print better. And you always want it to print better. So the next figure are the Varens. And I say Varens because I made 2. They don't have any articulation. We got Crawling Varen and Winged Varen. He has 3 pieces. They do not move. So I would not suggest moving them because something will break. And speaking of breaking, this one's teeth did not come out very well. So when I print him again, his mouth will be more closed. This one, however, he came out pretty good in his little roaring pose. I'm really proud of these spikes. The row of spikes on the back. They came out really nicely. And this was my first one where I was really trying to get the accuracy. I made this one before Gorosaurus, so I should have shown it before. But he's got a lot of suit folds. I tried to get everything accurate in proportion to the suit. Like the one spike up here, you know, large, or his kind of funny looking pudgy nose. Just, I tried to get everything as accurate as I could. So it's not really supposed to be something that's stylized. It's more, hey, I want to make this look just like the suit because there's not a lot of Varen figures. Varen deserves more love. Our next figure is probably my favorite, the 56 Rodan. This one took a lot of work. Initially, the wings did not fit together, and each wing was a 15-hour print. So I was really disappointed, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not giving up. So I cut the tabs, and I shoved them into his body. And there we go. His head moves on a swivel. He's got his Rodan features, like his spiky chest, carapace. Got the ridges in the wings. He has his little fingers, which came out almost flawlessly. Let me try to get that better. Come on. Yeah, it's been like 5 years since I've done a video like this. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, that's how this camera treats me after 5 years of neglect. So his teeth came out pretty well. I think out of all the 6-inch figures I've done, Rodan is the closest to being production ready. Only his head would need minor tweaking. If you can see, the supports on his head were really tough to remove. And so one of his teeth broke out. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really proud of the brow on here and the crest. It just, I think I got the 56 Rodan pretty close. And there is the back of him. Alright. And the next to final, I almost skipped one. This is technically Bemular from Ultraman, but not really. See his head. So when I made this, I finished watching the Netflix Ultraman series. It was alright. Wasn't anything real special. And I was like, but I did really like the design of that new Bemular character, even though he looks nothing like the original Bemular. So I was like, what if I like cross these two designs together? So I basically made something that's supposed to have design cues from both versions of Bemular. He's got a very scary, smiling face. Yep. He's not very friendly. He's got the Ultraman articulation, so arms and waist move. And he's got a base that plugs in on this little cylinder joint. Because he doesn't want to stand. He's got hoof feet. So he needs a base to stand. Alright, in the final figure, which is one I just got off the assembly line, or the printer, an hour ago and put it all together was Scylla from King of the Monsters. And I am very, very proud of this figure. Especially since it actually holds together because it's so thin and the tentacles actually came out pretty good. We'll bring that in. 4, 1. I want you to see those details. Yeah, it's the shadow. My camera doesn't like me. But Scylla, I think I finished the sculpting part like a week ago. And I was really excited to get this thing done and printed. Very early production, not production, very early prototype model. Everything is supposed to move. The head is going to move, and the legs most likely will be able to swivel. But so far, everything is just glued together. And I'll show you how she scales with King of the Monsters, Godzilla. Yeah. I think I did pretty good. And I'll pull in the figures real briefly just to show you how they scale with the 6-inch figure. So here's Gorosaurus. Scales pretty well. Rodan, we'll put him in front. Oh, that's not really good. There you go. He's behind Rodan. There we go. Yeah, Rodan scales pretty good. And the 5th form, Shin, isn't really supposed to scale well with the other 6-inch figures since they're like really tiny. But here's Varan, and he's much shorter. So if we pull Rodan out and give you Varan, both the Varans are the same size. But one is just standing up. He's shorter. So yeah, that wraps up the 6-inch figure collection. Next is the smaller 2 to 3-inch figures, so I will show you those now. Here are my smaller scaled 2 to 3-inch figures. Here's the 3-inch candy toy Godzilla. They don't really scale well with him. They scale better with a Gashapon. So let me get that. There we go. Yeah, they scale pretty good. But these are more just test models. All of these, maybe not Pagos, is going to be a 6-inch figure, so I'll show you Baragon and Pagos first. They have the same body sculpt. I made it for Baragon initially. I'm really proud of the ridges on the back. One of his toes isn't coming out right. But yeah, Baragon. He's cool. Got all those little folds and wrinkles and ridges on the suit. The Pagos version has the Pagos head. Super, I reused the Baragon suit in Ultra Q and made Pagos. He has little ridges on his arms. And those are the only differences, so otherwise they're the same sculpt. Now we have Showa Hedera. I really like this one because it was my first go around at not really caring about the symmetry of a model and just going nuts with the detail. So I just took the brush and just started like, just going, making random, you know, trash-like details, and I think I got it pretty close. He will be a full-fledged 6-inch figure at some point. And here is Final Wars Hedera, which I'm really excited to make a 6-inch figure of. Because of the more defined legs. It'll just look good. I mean, I like the Showa Hedera more, but Final Wars Hedera has some cool design cues. So there's the little fleshy bits hanging off with his whip. He's got the eyes with the more banded eyebrows. Got his tubes everywhere. Made sure to get those right. His much longer and spikier tail. And as I said, the more defined legs, which I really like. So yeah, these were the 3-inch scale figures. And next I'll show you the board game pieces I made, along with 2 extra models. Alright, so here is the final part of this very long video. We have my board game pieces. So originally I was going to make a board game with these. I only got up to the pieces and nothing really came of it. So I'll give you a quick look at the reused models. We have Baragon, Varan, Gorosaurus, and Bemular. These are all reused. I really like the poses I put them in. I fully rigged the models, so I can put them in any pose I want, and then print them out, which is really cool. Come on. I'm telling you, man, this camera does not want to work with me. Alright. Oh, well, you've seen Gorosaurus, you've seen these guys. But they're in, you know, their little unique poses. Varen especially, I really like the membranes on his wings. That kind of fold whenever you move them. Move the model. Alright, so those are the reused models. And now the other 4 were either made and never had figures made of them, or I made specifically for the game. So this is... Actually, I'll do Mothra first. Mothra was made for the game. I already have a Mothra figure, so I have no intention of making this an actual figure, unless somebody, for some reason, wants this 3D printed Mothra. Maybe to custom paint, I don't know. But I'm really proud of the wing pattern. I think I did it. I think I got it pretty accurate. It's supposed to be 64 Mothra, but there's little hints of 2003 Mothra in the design. Her back 4 legs did not print well, but her front 2 legs did. Yeah, Mothra. Here we have my own fan-made monster, Locuta, named by my friend from Guatemala. Love you, man. You're great. And I was like, hey, I was telling him, hey, I'm going to make a kaiju, and I wanted to have some kind of Hispanic origin. So he named it Locuta, which means madness. So I made it a scorpion-looking thing with tails on its arms and claws and his 4 legs. And he's got a little power. If he injects you, the opponent goes mad. It's like a hallucinogen or something, hallucinogenic. So the next 2 are Bagan concepts. Everyone knows Bagan, the horned space dinosaur that fought Super Godzilla in that one game. Super Godzilla. These are not that. These are different concepts of Bagan. One is an elephant called the Spirit God Beast, I think. Yeah. Very nice defined muscles. I'm very happy with how he came out with his muscle definition. And then you have the Dragon God Beast, which is kind of fat and has stubby legs and 4 arms and wings that are somehow supposed to get him off the ground. His antlers are sort of breaking. They're extremely fragile. I should have made them thicker. But yeah, there he is. And these 2 extra models are Muto heads. So if I can demonstrate. I don't have 2014 on me right now, but I'll demonstrate with this Muto head. You have the head of said Muto, female Muto. I sculpted. This was actually one of the first kaiju related things I did, and I made it as an accessory. It just plugs in right here to the hand. Not very good. I mean, it should be pointed down, but it doesn't really want to do that. Just a fun little thing, and then I made a big one so I could see more of the details on it. It's got the membranes in the mouth, the little cheek things. I don't know anatomy. I didn't take it. I haven't taken it yet. I got one more year of school left. And his jaw, and his visor, and the teeth, and his throat. So yeah. Oh, and the little chunky neck parts, you know, when Godzilla blasted it off. That didn't print well. The other one printed a lot better. So yeah, that was the last batch. Alright, so that about wraps it up. Thank you for sticking around this long. I've never really done a video of this caliber, so please pardon my kind of amateur approach to a large-scale review like this. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I work really hard on these models, and it's really something I want to get into, you know, with, my future. I mean, I've gotten a lot older since the last time a video of me talking was on this channel, and if you've seen those, I was young doing toy reviews. But now I've really found something that resonates with me, that I can do all the time, that I really enjoy. And I want to get it out there. I want to, you know, put it on different platforms. I'm not really active on YouTube anymore. I'm more active on like the Toho Kingdom forums and Reddit, just to, you know, showcase my models. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I can make more videos like this. If you want, I'll do some figure reviews. My collection is much larger than it was 5 years ago. And I can, you know, review some figures. I got a lot of stuff. Some stuff that not a lot of people have reviewed, so I might, you know, review some of that. And if you want, I will post updates to any figure I make in the future. I'm working on a GMK Godzilla right now, so that should be fun to print and put together. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed. Comment down below. Any questions? At some point I do want to do commissions, but it's going to be a while before I can, you know, get to that point. But some people, you know, I've had a fair amount of people be like, "Yeah, can you make this for me? I'll, you know, pay you." And I would love to do that. I mean, it would be so much fun. A lot of people want me to make a Marvel Godzilla, so if you're one of those people, you know, maybe. But it's going to be a while before I can take commissions. None of these models are really production ready yet. Each one of them has their own tiny flaw, like Rodan, and has one tooth missing. And I'm someone who wants a quality product, so I'm not going to be putting stuff out that has broken pieces. So once I get these perfected, you know, then I'll think about selling some of these figures. But thank you for sticking around. Happy Cyber Kaiju Event. Happy, I don't know how I'd phrase that, but hope you're all having a great Cyber Kaiju Event. I'm excited for the watch-alongs. And again, I hope you enjoyed. So, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've showed you everything I got. Again, comment down below any questions you have regarding sculpting, printing, what kind of equipment, like, you know, printer parts, settings, anything you got. Just comment down below and I'll see if I can answer it for you. And that is all. So I hope you guys enjoyed, again, for the 5th time. And I will catch you in the next video.